Now, the funniest part about this, and I'm sure this is a coincidence, is how as soon as Asia Wilson starts turning her head, the guy, the kid, starts turning his head the other way.
Music plays and the moment looks harmless at first. Asia Wilson is sitting courtside at a Miami Heat game, there to support Bam Adebayo. She looks relaxed, focused on the court, just enjoying basketball like everyone else. Then something small but oddly telling happens. A few seats away, a young fan is wearing a Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jersey, number 22. As soon as Asia turns her head in that direction, the kid turns his head away. The timing is strange. It's quiet, awkward, and uncomfortable in a way that feels accidental but loaded at the same time. That brief exchange ends up capturing the strange tension surrounding women's basketball right now better than any headline ever could. This isn't really about one kid, one jersey, or one game. It's about how the league has changed, how attention has shifted, and how some players are struggling to adjust to a new reality. Not long before that moment, Asia gave an interview to ESPN where she spoke honestly about how different the WNBA feels this season. The league has grown fast, faster than anyone expected. Ratings are up, crowds are bigger, media coverage is louder. On the surface, that should be a win for everyone. But Asia admitted it hasn't felt good all the time. She said criticism toward black women in the league has increased, and that the attention surrounding Caitlin Clark has changed the atmosphere in ways that feel draining. She explained that it feels like no matter what she does, someone is ready to criticize. If she speaks, she's accused of complaining. If she stays quiet, people assume things anyway. She talked about being exhausted, about feeling like she has to constantly take the high road, and about worrying that one wrong reaction will be turned into another viral moment. At one point, she even said she dreads playing in Indiana because of Caitlin Clark's fans. That statement stopped people in their tracks. Asia Wilson isn't just any player. She's a two-time WNBA champion. She's a two-time MVP. She's the face of the Las Vegas Aces and one of the most dominant players the league has ever seen. Hearing someone with that resume say she feels uneasy walking into another team's arena was shocking. Professional athletes rarely admit that kind of discomfort publicly. Asia framed it as more than fandom. She suggested race plays a role in who gets celebrated and who gets overlooked. She said it hurts to hear people insist it's not about race when, in her view, it clearly is. From her perspective, black women in the league have carried the WNBA for years. Yet the spotlight exploded only when a white rookie entered the picture. Here's where things get complicated. Asia isn't wrong about the numbers. The league has reached heights it never reached before. During Caitlin Clark's rookie season, attendance jumped nearly 50% across the league. Indiana went from drawing a few thousand fans per game to selling out arenas with over 17,000 people. Multiple games crossed the 2 million viewer mark on television. Those numbers are real. What's also real is the emotional whiplash that comes when you've been the league's centerpiece for years, and suddenly you're no longer the main attraction. Asia has done everything players are told to do. She wins. She performs. She stays professional. She dominates on the court. Yet the media frenzy, the viral clips, the jerseys and crowds, and the endless attention are centered on someone else. That shift is hard, even if people don't want to admit it. Still, the way Asia talks about it has rubbed many fans the wrong way. To them, it sounds less like frustration with unfair systems, and more like resentment toward one player's popularity. Nobody is saying Asia doesn't deserve praise. Nobody is saying she hasn't earned her place. What people react to is the idea that Caitlin Clark's success is being framed as something harmful rather than helpful. When Asia says she doesn't want anything to pop off in Indiana, people hear fear where there doesn't seem to be danger. Clark's fans aren't known for violence or harassment inside arenas. Most are families, kids, longtime college fans, or new viewers excited by long-range shots and record-breaking performances. The fear feels imagined, and that's why moments like the Heat game go viral. Back to that arena in Miami. Asia sits down. She notices the Clark jersey nearby. Her body language changes. She looks tense. She adjusts in her seat. She avoids looking in that direction again. The kid doesn't stare. He doesn't say anything. He's just there, wearing the jersey of his favorite player. Online, the reaction is instant. People laugh. They replay the clip. They joke that Caitlin Clark fans are everywhere. They turn it into satire, pretending Asia survived some dangerous encounter when in reality nothing happened at all. The mocking tone isn't kind, but it reflects how little sympathy many viewers have left for the victim narrative. The irony is that Asia is exactly who the WNBA should be building around right now. She's accomplished. She's talented. She's consistent. She's respected by players across leagues, including NBA stars like Bam Adebayo, who trains with her during the off-season and openly praises her skill. That respect matters. But respect doesn't always equal popularity. Caitlin Clark is popular for reasons that have nothing to do with race. She shoots from distances people aren't used to seeing. She broke college records that stood for decades. She carried Iowa to back-to-back championship games. She plays with visible confidence and emotion. She makes games feel electric. That excitement translates into jerseys, ticket sales, and viral clips. Asia, meanwhile, plays a more traditional dominant style. She's powerful, efficient, and steady. She wins through control rather than spectacle. That kind of greatness doesn't always go viral, even when it's more effective. The problem comes when popularity is treated like a zero-sum game. Asia seems to believe that Clark's spotlight takes something away from her. Fans, on the other hand, see Clark as a doorway that brought more eyes to the league, eyes that now also see Asia. The ESPN interview didn't help Asia's image. Talking about being swept under the rug, boiling with anger, and feeling silenced made her sound bitter rather than confident. Fair or not, perception matters. In sports, complaining about attention rarely plays well. Imagine if NBA stars handled fame that way. When LeBron James dominated headlines, Kevin Durant didn't say he feared playing in Cleveland. When Tom Brady was everywhere, other quarterbacks didn't frame his popularity as a threat. They focused on their own game. That's what fans expect here too. The Heat game clip reinforced the idea that Asia is hyper-aware of Clark's presence, even when Clark isn't actually present. A jersey alone was enough to shift her mood. That's telling. It suggests this isn't about safety or harassment. It's about what that jersey represents. It represents a changing league. It represents a new face. It represents attention Asia no longer controls. Social media, as usual, turned the situation into entertainment. Jokes spread fast. Comments piled up. People mocked the idea that Asia needed protection. Others said she should be embarrassed for letting something so small get under her skin. Very few defended her point of view. What's frustrating is that none of this had to turn into conflict. Asia could have embraced the moment. She could have said, "It's amazing to see women's basketball jerseys everywhere." She could have praised Clark publicly and positioned herself as the standard every newcomer has to chase. That would have elevated both of them. Instead, the narrative became defensive and divisive. Now, every time Asia is in the same conversation as Caitlin Clark, people watch closely. They analyze facial expressions. They replay clips. They look for tension. That's not a healthy place to be mentally or professionally. The league is about to start another season. Clark will still draw massive crowds. Fans will still wear her jersey in cities far from Indiana. Cameras will still find her. That reality isn't changing. Asia has a choice. She can continue framing herself as someone harmed by the attention shift, or she can step into the role of confident veteran who doesn't need validation. One approach keeps feeding jokes. The other commands respect. Right now, the Heat game moment follows her. It's become symbolic. Not because it was dramatic, but because it revealed something unspoken. It showed how deeply the popularity gap bothers her. The truth is, being great doesn't guarantee being the most loved. That's true in every sport. Learning to live with that difference is part of longevity.